Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. Uh, so, happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. So, guys, I don't mind me because I don't just have much time to look at myself before I get on here. I try to do that, but anyway. So, I hope you guys are doing well and everything is good. So, my day is over a little earlier today, and I'm happy about that because I've been trying to clear up some things and just make sure that I've been, taking care of myself and making sure I get rest. So, guys, before we hop into this topic of discussion, so I got to the gym again today, and today I just didn't do the music. I did when I got in, but I just got out of the car and just went in and got, a couple of machines and listened to some music. And then I felt good after it. I really felt good after I left the gym. Excuse me, guys. I'm drinking some tea. Um, but I felt good because got the work done. Twice a week is my goal to go to the gym, and it's working. As I spoke about in a video yesterday, I've lost a lot of weight and just maybe 20 more pounds, if that much, and then I'll be good. And just trying to keep eating correctly, taking care of myself, trying to eat healthier and be healthier. And more importantly, besides that, is trying to go to bed a little earlier so that I get the proper rest, which is hard sometimes. But things are improving and I'm happy for that. I'm very grateful, guys. I'm so grateful because if you woke up this morning and you have a roof over your head, you have food in your house, and you're able to pay your bills, thank God, thank God, because there's so many people out there today who are not able to do that. When I go about my daily activities, and I'm not talking about work, I'm talking about errands, and I run into so many homeless people, and I take the time out to speak to some of them. And I have to stop and pray for them and talk to them. And, it's just thank God and be grateful for what you have instead of what you don't have. Because there are many people out there in the world today who are in really bad situations. And not only by themselves, they have families, small children, and they're not getting the help they need. That's the way I'm going to sum that up. And it's very sad that we're living in a country that, these people can't get the help that they really need. So, with that being said, just take the time out of your schedule. If you're doing errands or you're out and about and someone look like they just need to talk, just spend 5 minutes or whatever. Just show people that you care because that's what's missing today. People are so wrapped up in their own affairs that 5 or 10 minutes is not going to make a difference, or a world of difference into your life by just talking to someone and hearing them, because you may be saving someone's life unbeknownst to yourself. You never know what people are going through, and that's all I want to say about that at this moment. So let's tap it. I'm getting tongue twisted. Sorry, guys. Let's jump into this topic of discussion today. And the topic of discussion is know your worth and never settle for less. Know your worth and never settle for less. That's so important as you start to go through this healing and you start to heal all these different things in your life. Know your worth, know you're worth it, and never let anyone define who you are and who they think you should be. Never allow anyone to define what they think you deserve and what you don't deserve. People don't let people play God in your life, because believe me, if they can tell you when to sit down, when to stand up, when to shut up, they will do that if you invite them to do these things. Take back your power. And one of the things I want to talk about when we talk about knowing your worth, when you start to self care and self love, you start to not only take your power back, but you learn how to turn pain into power. And that's your victory right there, when you can take that pain that people are dishing out and sending your way, and you can take that pain and transmute that into power. You know, that's your victory, that's your success. When you're trying to heal and you start to love on yourself, not be in love with yourself, people, but love yourself, um, and start to heal and feel better, and you start to do better and take care of yourself. People might try to make you feel small and insignificant, you know, when you're not, but they are not. Many of these folks who are toxic and hate, and your haters, they're not doing the work to heal. They're in a place of toxicity. And so when dealing with people or interacting with folks like this, always remember that you're in a space of healing. These people may not be on that journey to heal. So that means they're still stagnated in that toxicity. Tune out that noise as you continue on this journey to heal your pain and to get better, to heal your physical and mental pain. Tune out that noise that they're talking about and strive for bigger and better things within your life. You know, nobody wants to stay in a place of pain and stagnation, because you can't grow, you can't evolve, you're stuck there. And when people don't care about that, they need to think about their own life, and they need to think about healing those hurts that are deep within them. Also, another thing I like to do is when I, you know, need time alone, and I just need more healing to do, because, this is a never ending journey. We get better, and then we learn the lessons, and then we move on to another one. Set boundaries. When you're dealing with people who don't like the change within you, and it's a positive change, it's nothing bad, it's a positive change, but they don't like that because they want the old you back, because with the old you, they can take advantage of you, because, in my case, I was subservient to everybody. I didn't know my worth. I was putting other people's needs before my own needs. They want that Lisa Vaughn back, but that Lisa Vaughn doesn't exist anymore, because I have healed all those things. And they don't like the new version. So, you have the haters hating and do the toxic things that they do, gossiping, lies, vicious lies, and on and on and on. Tune out that noise. That's what I do. And I set boundaries. Anybody coming near me with toxicity, I set the boundaries. Even like, what I don't understand, guys, is, okay, you have people in your life, and maybe you're no longer on the same page, or you went down two separate roads. That person went to the left, you went to the right. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, like a romantic one. It could be friends that you grew up with, family members, a business setting, something like that, of that nature, besides a romantic connection. It could be something like that, but you're no longer on the same page. Like I say in a lot of these videos, people and situations come into your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And sometimes after the lesson is learned, the door gets closed and padlocked, because you learned the lesson. Now you move on to something new. And sometimes people are going in a different direction than you are. So you're no longer meeting up, so that those doors gets closed. Sometimes people feel some kind of way about that, especially when you grow and you evolve and you're doing well, and maybe they're not doing so well. And then you have a discussion, if you run into them and you tell them about your healing journey and how you're on this journey to heal, and you try to help them, but they get envious of you for some reason, as they see you grow and doing better. Instead of asking how they can do the same. And that's start to, heal. And one of the things I tell people is that I started out with with therapy, connecting with a therapist. And as I connect with the therapist and started to see the therapist, as I still do on a weekly basis, I had to set boundaries, and then I, from there, I had to look at myself and see what I was doing wrong, why I was attracting all these narcissistic individuals, toxic, and people who could never be faithful. They always was cheating, serial cheaters, and all of it because I was being subservient to individuals like this and inviting this crap into my life. And I had to learn to do things from a different perspective. First of all, to heal the pain and hurt as to why I was doing those things. And then as I start to heal, to grow and evolve, and then close those doors as those lessons were learned so that new doors can open, so that I can embrace new beginnings. Remember, people, you can't embrace new beginnings if you have two and three and four doors over here that are still open that needs to be closed. You can't walk over here to the new beginnings until those doors get shut and padlocked. Then you can open the other door to your new beginnings. Keep that in mind, people. Never allow anyone else also to define your worth. Well, you're not all that. Girl, you ain't all that. Or boy, you ain't all that. Or whatever they say. These are haters and naysayers. Their life, they don't have anything good going on and they don't want you to have that. Misery loves company and toxicity love to drag you into their mess. Be careful of that. Get yourself to a place, like I am. I'm unbothered by the noise because I tune it out. The more I grow, the more I evolve, the more I tune out the noise. Because haters will try to create all types of distractions around you as you stay on a journey to heal. And also, guys, remember this as well. I've made some vows to God. And let me tell you about that a little bit. We talked about it, I talked about it in a prior video. But when you make vows to God and you keep vows, and it should be something that you can do and not something that it's difficult to do. But as you do that and you start doing the work to heal as well, God honors that. So now you got God on your side, he has your back, as you do the work, you know, and as you move forward and take a step, God is behind the scene taking two and three steps on your behalf, especially if you made these vows. Now imagine haters and people who are envious of you because you're starting to get better and feel better and do better. And they're in a place of toxicity. If they start to interfere with the work you're doing, then God gets involved because you made vows to Him and you're honoring those vows and they're trying to stop you from doing that. That's serious. That's for real, guys. You know, and I've seen God in action when it comes to these things. So I'm talking from firsthand experience. Just if you can't accept the how do you say it, the transformation of a person who used to be in your life, who's transformed their life and healed and doing better. If you can't accept that, just leave that person alone, because all you're doing is building up karma in your own life when you're coming against people with malicious lies, with gossip, and trying to throw a monkey wrench in their plan, trying to deceive them by making fake pages and fake profiles to contact them so you can get information from them that, to see where they are and what they're doing because they're no longer in your life. They have you blocked, cut off, and delete. So now these haters go to an extreme by making fake photos and fake profiles so that they can contact you and talk to you and find out your business so that they can come back into your energy and do some, to disrupt it so that you can't stay on this journey to heal. And all types of stuff like this people do. Just let a person go. If you don't like their light and you don't like their growth, stay away from them. but trying to do devious and underhanded things to them, especially when God is in a picture, is gonna karma is gonna eat you up real bad. Just leave the person alone and let them stay on their path to heal. Better yet, try to get yourself connected with a therapist so that you can also join the train of healing. Do not allow toxic, allow others to draw you into their toxicity. Because sometimes what people like to do, and I'm talking from experience, something recently, where you address something with someone and they want to start an argument, or they just address something with you, but they're not addressing it to, negotiate or handle a situation. They're just doing it because they're ego tripping and they want to be in your energy to bring some toxicity. Because let's say you're at peace as you get on this journey to heal, and as you continue to do the work, you will start to feel the inner peace and feel better about your life and want to do better and be at self-care and peace. And people don't like it when, especially those who are on a toxicity train, they want to draw you into their mess, their drama. So sometimes they just come to you and start arguments. And what I do when a person want to go word for word for word with me, I just shut it down, say nothing, because they're not bringing that toxicity, that energy into my life. I refuse to accept that. Even if it means letting them get the last word, so be it. Let them get that word. But I'm over here at peace. I'm unbothered by the noise because I refuse to allow myself to be drawn into that after I've done all this work to heal myself and still doing work, because my inner peace is everything to me. My vows to God is everything. I don't play with him. And one of the vows was to help other people as I was helped by God himself. And letting people know that they can heal from these pains. It's going to be a lot of work, but they can do the work and get through it. And sometimes people would, draw you into their personal drama. Like, let's say you used to hang out with uh, person A, B, and C, and you don't do that anymore. You're over here healing and you're on this journey of healing. They don't like the new you. So, what they may do sometimes is draw you into their own personal drama. And maybe you haven't seen these people in 6 or 7 years, but yet they over here telling malicious lies of things that they said you used to do that you've never done. And basically, what they're doing is telling their own story, but using you in the story when you don't belong there. They're telling you, telling people malicious lies about a particular person who would never do certain things, but they're telling that story, and it's all about them, what they do. But they want to draw you into this drama because they want to bring you into their toxicity. And this is why I have set boundaries. And when a person continue on and on with this, I immediately cut off, block, and delete. Always protect your energy, people, and your peace. Because if not, people will have you in so many messed up and toxic situations where you have to take a stand back and say, how did this happen? Don't allow people to pull you into their negativity and toxicity. And this is why my circle of friends and associates are very slim. It's not how it used to be, because the new me people don't like. They rather have the old version of myself where I was subservient to them, over generous, over giving, which I don't do any of that stuff anymore. I'm still generous. I'll talk to people, I help people. Yes, but when I see somebody who is a slacker and they are opportunists and they want to take advantage and ride my coattail, it's time to set boundaries, you know, because I'm not here for that, you know. Um, always protect your peace, and don't allow yourself to go word for word for word with people, because they're joining. How do I say this? They are drawing. I don't know. I'm tongue twisted today. They are trying to draw you into their mess, their toxicity, and they try to keep you in that by going word for word, because that will lower your vibrations, and no one's lowering my vibrations or pulling me into anything, you know. So what I do is let them get that last word, let them think they got their lick back or whatever it is that they think they're doing. And then, you know, my silence speaks volumes, because silence is the best medicine for a narcissist, and especially someone who's toxic and want to stay in toxicity and like to start drama and etc. My silence, because people will start to see what the truth is, because the mask is hanging off of, from these toxic individuals, and their slip is hanging down, and they will see a person who is in an upright and who have no time for the toxicity. You look at their life and look at the life of the person who's trying to draw them into this toxicity and drama. Look at their life as well, and you will see the difference. And when someone tells you something about other people, instead of just getting on the hate train, research and find out what's true, because they could be telling you their own narrative, their own story, but yet they want to play the blame game. Be careful of all these things. As you start to heal, and your intuition start to kick in, you start to see these people and situations for what they are. And that's helped me out a lot, because I wanted to see it the way I wanted to see it when I was the old version of myself. But through therapy and healing and doing the work, I see behind the mask and I see how these people are. And we are not on the same page anymore. So I had to set boundaries. And when those boundaries were disrespected, I had to cut off, block, and delete, so that I can stay at a place of peace. Tune out the noise, as I said, people, and continue to do the work. And you would see the changes within yourself, the positive ones. And it's always better to set boundaries with toxic individuals and people who want to bring drama and hell into your life. Always set boundaries. It is better to be at a place of inner peace than to be broken down into pieces. Guys, thank you for being here today. Please share this message, uplift other people, and help them. We're on this channel to build up and not tear down, and to find ways that we can heal and do it creatively. Find ways, if it's music, if it's playing an instrument, if it's volunteering at your favorite charity, if it's taking walks with your pet, by the water, sitting by the water. Whatever it is that is going to uplift your spirit, and it's an upright and it's positive. I like to spend time talking to God, telling him about my day, and talking to him about things that, other people are trying to bring my way on a negative. And then I give that those burdens to him, and God does the rest. And so that I can stay focus on my journey of healing, and to help other people too. Because this video here, these videos may be saving somebody's life, because I know other people are sharing them, because people are coming here to the channel and they're commenting. And you don't know what people are going through. So it's important to keep this going, because somebody may hear a message that might resonate with them, and they may hear how I got through that particular situation, and they may apply it within their own situation, and it may save their life. We're here to uplift and help others, not to tear them down. Thank you again for being here. This is Lisa, shedding love and light and encouragement to you all. Please stop by again tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll get a notification as to when I'm on, because I can never secure a time to say that I'm going to be here. But I can tell you that I will be here tomorrow. And thank you. Go enjoy your day. I'm going to go eat dinner and relax, guys. And just take care of yourself. Make time for you on a daily basis. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening. And we'll chat again tomorrow. Bye for now.